Our day two, got up a lot earlier today, up around 5:30, so I got a nice early breakfast and coffee and swim. So I'm off to the Renaissance Festival. It's a small one, kind of in a city south of Kansas. All right, so we have arrived here in, I believe, Hart, where there is a little Renaissance Festival going on.
Did you know that whenever a dragon cries or it bleeds, if its blood or its tears falls to the ground, it will turn into a magical stone?
So if you want to know what type of knife you should bring with you camping, how much you should spend and what you should look for, I'm going to go through a few of the knives in a couple different price ranges, and you can draw your own conclusions from that. While buying a fantasy axe set may not seem the best choice for camping, this set is actually kind of an interesting choice. So the set comes with a nylon sheath that holds both a knife and an axe. The fact that they come together means that this can easily be, clipped to your belt or strung through a bag and carried with little effort. Given what you're getting, they're both quite light. This is almost the lightest hatchet I've ever seen, and yet it feels sturdy. So this is made out of stainless steel, and it's darkened just cosmetically to give it kind of a more fantasy look to it. The blade is very sharp right out of the box, so both on the knife and the axe, they're both ready to use right away. Stainless steel is one of the cheaper steels. It's not a terrible steel, it won't hold its edge as long as some of the harder tool steels for knives. But if you think about what you're doing at a campsite, having an axe as an option as well as a knife. The knife obviously you need for a lot of things, but an axe is going to allow you to deal with some larger pieces of wood if you're trying to gather wood for a fire. It's always really handy to have a hatchet. And then in any sort of self-defense issue, I would much rather have one of these. If some sort of a wild animal is coming to tussle with you, this can do a lot of damage against any human size or less animal. And the fact that it comes with a knife and an axe and an easy to carry nylon sheath makes this not a bad choice for camping. So this Elkridge boot knife is a really good choice for camping. You can get this for under $20. So in the light budget range, Elkridge is known for making decent quality knives at a really affordable price. So these knives are made in China. But the quality is impressive. So you have a wood handle with a stainless steel blade. The blade comes quite sharp out of the box. It has a glass breaker with a lanyard hole on the back and a blade that is 3 inches long and 4 millimeters thick. The knife is 6 inches overall. And this is something, if you have a light budget and you just want a utility knife that is suitable for everyday carry and to take for camping, this is a really good bet. Now in the $50 to $65 price range, this might be the knife for you. This is the Damascus Duke folding knife by Magnum by Boker. So the knife itself is 3.5 inches overall. It has 2 stainless steel pommels with a really nice pattern on them. The handle is made of wood with 3 brass rivets that go through the wood into the frame. Really nice action on the open and close on this knife. The blade is Damascus steel. So what that means, high carbon steel forged together with a nickel steel and folded together 37 times on this blade. So a common misconception about Damascus steel or folded steels is that the folding actually makes it stronger and harder. That's not actually true. The folding is done to remove impurities from the steel. It creates a really nice pattern and has some advantages, but this doesn't make it harder than, a tool steel like a D2 or a T10 or something. This knife, it's really nice and light. It has a blade width of about 4 millimeters as well. This is a really nice choice for camping if you want something light that folds and has a really good steel blade as well. Now, if you are looking for simply the best the market has to offer, look no further than the Medford Knife and Tool Company, or MKT series. This one is the Aris knife, and it's very similar to a lot of the knives that Medford makes. And by that I mean it has a very thick blade, it's very well constructed, and is made with the highest quality steels. So the frame is 2.5 inches, and it's made of titanium anodized in bronze. The action on this is extremely smooth. It has external locking pins. So this is going into a groove right here when you open it, and when you close it, it hits the frame, which stops the knife from going in there. That means the fact that it's external means you're not going to have to worry about cleaning something in the middle in the internals of the knife. Whenever you take these apart, obviously the warranty is voided. So these knives are extremely nice. It's made with D2 steel. D2 is a tool steel, and the advantages of a tool steel is that it's a lot harder and more robust than almost any other steel on the market. The disadvantages are that they're very difficult to forge, so you'll see the prices go way higher when something's made with a D2 or a T10. As well, you can't differentially quench them. So for anything that's on a sword or something where you want the blade to be hard and the spine to have a little bit of flex to it, you can't do that with a tool steel. This one is going to set you back between $475 and $600, kind of depending on where you get it and which knife in the series you get. But depending on what you are looking for, you could say that it's well worth it. It's very well constructed. It's made in the USA. Has a really nice clip, best quality steel. This is going to last you a lifetime, and if that's what you're looking for, this is a knife that you can have forever. Beautiful spot. It's right on the lake. You get a nice breeze, you get a great view, but some idiots leave your garbage on a tree. Furthermore, if we look at the fire pit, we got eggs, unburned garbage, plastic, which looks like they were burning plastic, which is not recommended, cans, more garbage everywhere, bread tags, garbage. Disgusting, no respect at all. Well, it's my last morning out at Clinton Lake. I just cooked up another delicious looking bowl of hash browns. This one I put chili seasoning in, so we'll see how that tastes. So Clinton Lake overall, beautiful lake. I think there was about 5 campsites on the lake, and then maybe about double that amount not on the lake, so just like back in the trail a bit, all still relatively close to the lake, like within an easy walk distance. I think there was, in the 4 days I was here, there's probably 10 other people camping, 10 other groups in total over all the nights. Obviously busier on the weekend, less busy during the week. Pretty easy to find, like if you just on Google Maps, Clinton or Woodridge Primitive Camping, I think it's called. It'll take you right to the trailhead, and then pretty intuitive, like you start seeing campsites after 5 or 10 minutes down the trail, so it's pretty easy that way. The hike is not too bad. It's got a little bit worse after it rained. Still, like with a decent pair of shoes, you should be fine. Yeah, the campsite I was in, I was a little skeptical at first because it looked like it was in a bit of an inlet, like channeling the wind, and it's a little bit far back from the lake, but man, I could not have picked a better spot. It was far enough away from all the other campsites that I never really heard or saw anyone else the whole time. Far enough along the trail that there wasn't too much trail running traffic except the people doing the whole loop. I think my campsite was the second last campsite on the lake. So I'll show you on the map where it was. Yeah, no wildlife, nothing dangerous. There's coyotes at night, all kinds of birds and crickets and frogs and stuff making all kinds of cool noises to keep you entertained. Definitely would come back. It's a beautiful spot. That lake is pretty awesome at sunrise and sunset, especially sunrise. So make sure you get up early. There's the Clinton Lake camping trip. Thanks for watching.